but welcome to the Monday Buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. It's me, Mickey Mouse. Joining alongside me, we have Leonardo, Kim,
Cowabunga,
and Kim Possible. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
Cowabunga.
All right, well, this voice got
Thank you, Mickey Mouse.
Thank you.
of course. So,
Actual introduction.
Now. Okay, I'm Cam. That's Joe.
Hi.
That's Cassandra.
Hello.
That's Allie.
Good morning.
And here's the thing. It's cartoon character day, and we had to enjoy the
How to enjoy it while we could.
Exactly. We'll get back to it hour two, but for the first hour, we got a lot to talk about. Let's see it. Wow, Sonic Mickey's crazy. But we got newscast, we got sportscast, we got things to do before we get into any action. But of course, as always, Miss Allie Arario, can you please do our newscast for us?
Of course.
Yay.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Allie Arario, and on this splendid Monday, I'm joining you from 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. In international news, Russia is continuing to retreat from northeastern Ukraine as Ukraine's efforts to fight back have been very successful. Although this is terrific news, Russia's ambassador to the United States, Anatoly Antonov, stated that this success is attributed to the aid from the United States towards Ukraine, which now may result in military conflict between Russia and the United States. In national news, as of Friday, Will Smith has been banned from any Academy event for 10 years due to his slap of Chris Rock. This slap became one of the most controversial talking points recently, and now the Academy is banning him out of safety for the other actors and actresses. In regional news, on Sunday evening, there was panic amongst individuals in New York City after an explosion in Times Square. This explosion was due to 3 manholes that caught on fire because of an increased amount of carbon dioxide that somehow got ignited, most likely from an electrical short circuit. Thankfully, there were no injuries reported and everybody is okay. For some weather, it is currently 43 degrees outside and sunny. Today is predicted to have a low of 37 and a high of 61. This morning will be sunny, with some clouds becoming more apparent in the afternoon, and temperatures this week are going to rise, peaking at 80 degrees on Thursday. I don't know about you, but I know that I definitely will be enjoying the warm weather.
You and me both.
Same.
Thank you, and back to you, Cam.
Well, thank you, Allie. Thank you. Of course, a great newscast as usual. And Megan, she felt under the weather this morning, but hopefully she's feeling better. So I'm going to go back to my roots and take the sportscast. And what a weekend it was. First of all, baseball came back. The Mets went 3-1 this weekend, losing yesterday. But it's all good because the Mets are looking good. They played tonight against the Phillies in Philadelphia. Maybe I'll go to that game, maybe not. Who knows? But that's not the most important thing of the weekend. The most important thing is the NBA playoffs are set for the play-in and the Eastern Conference. Actually, let's go over the Eastern Conference standings real quick. The 1 seed is Miami. The 2 seed is Boston. The 3 seed is Milwaukee. The 4 seed is the Sixers. The 5 seed is Toronto. The 6 seed is Chicago. The 7th in the play-in games, it's the 7th seed Brooklyn Nets taking on the 8th seeded Cleveland Cavaliers. The 9th seeded Atlanta Hawks take on the 10th seeded Charlotte Hornets. And honestly, those two can go either way. And on the Western Conference, the 1 seeded Phoenix Suns, the defending Western Conference champions, the 2 seeded Memphis Grizzlies, who just look explosive, the 3 seeded Golden State Warriors, the 4 seeded Dallas Mavericks, the 5 seeded Utah Jazz, the 6 seeded Denver Nuggets. And in the play-in tournament for the Western Conference, we got the 7th seeded Minnesota Timberwolves, the 8th seeded Los Angeles Clippers, the 9th seeded New Orleans Pelicans, and the 10th seeded San Antonio Spurs. Listen, it's pretty much up for grabs, at least in the first 2 rounds between the play-in in the first round. But hey, anything's possible in basketball. And speaking of basketball, the Lakers just announced that they're going to be firing Frank Vogel after a disappointing season. But that's probably more of a LeBron thing, but it's all good. But we're going to take it back into the broader scale of the United States, because while I love sports, we got a lot of news to talk about.
Yes, we do.
And Joe, I think it's kind of ironic that Joe was telling this story, because do you want to explain why?
Sure. Let me get into the story. So in U.S. President Joe Biden is nominating Steve Dettelbach to run the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives as his administration unveils its formal rule to rein in ghost guns. Ghost guns are privately made firearms without serial numbers that are increasingly cropping up at crime scenes. Biden is expected to make the announcement nominating Steve Dettelbach, who served as a U.S. attorney in Ohio from 2009 to 2016, at the White House today. The administration will also release the finalized version of its ghost gun rule, which comes as the White House and Justice Department have been undergoing pressure to crack down on gun-related deaths in the U.S. Dettelbach's confirmation is likely to be an uphill battle for the Biden administration. Biden had to withdraw his first ATF nomination, David Chipman, after the nomination slated for months because of the opposition from the Republicans and some Democrats in the Senate. Both Republican and Democratic administrations have failed to get nominees for the ATF position since the director's position was made confirmable in 2006. Since then, only one nominee, former U.S. Attorney B. Todd Jones, has been confirmed. Jones has made it through the Senate in 2013, but only after a 6-month struggle. Jones was acting director when President Barack Obama nominated him in 2013.
So, yeah, first off, ghost guns are probably the most terrifying thing to see at all in any form of the United States, because first, not being able to, then, when I say this is my opinion, does not reflect the station, but ghost guns, actually just guns in general, they're it's kind of concerning. But to not be able to track and see where you get your firearms, it's even more concerning.
Mm-hmm.
So to seeing how the Biden administration is trying to combat that, it kind of is a step in the right direction. But at the same time, people probably won't see it the same way as I do, and that's okay. People feel different ways every single day, no matter what. So.
It is so easy to get access to guns in this country. And I think regardless of how much legislation we have around it, and granted, like, I believe that we should have legislation. I believe that there should be stricter laws. This is my opinion. But I also feel that people are still going to find ways to get them, regardless of how strict the legislation is and regardless of how strict the laws and everything surrounding it is. There's still going to be ways. For example, ghost guns are a perfect example of people still figuring out ways to have access to this, to obtain them. And as unfortunate and as definitely scary as it is, I think people are going to continue to find illegal ways and ways that are discreet to have access to guns.
No, yeah, because I didn't even know like ghost guns were a thing until like right now.
Yeah, same.
That is
Really?
Yeah, I haven't heard of the term.
I've heard the term, but I really didn't know exactly what it meant until I read the story.
So yeah, it is definitely concerning. But like, and like Ali said, like people will find ways to get around it. But yeah, definitely like trying to take the right steps to prevent it from happening in the first place is definitely a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, what I'm gonna say is this: if you're in America, you find a way to get anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
And to think that people want to get access to guns without any means of background checks or just tracing down serial numbers, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
That is extremely
that's
mm-hmm.
like, I understand that America, is land of the free, land of the free. You basically do whatever you want with
within legal precaution.
Legal precaution, of course.
Please don't do anything illegal
with your limits. But at the same time, the Second Amendment exists, so you could have firearms.
But there's a difference between having a
I
firearm
know.
and getting it legally versus.
I know. It's between getting it legally and doing that. Doing that is terrifying.
Yes.
Like, the fact that you want to do that is highly concerning, and I just don't see a need. Like, cool. Second Amendment is cool. Like everything in the United States, everything in the United States is safe if you do it responsibly. Like, for example, if you drive responsibly, it's okay. If you're able to drive, able to maneuver responsibly, you're able to do things responsibly. Like, everything in the United States is fine if you're able to moderate it and do it responsibly.
Mhm.
So like the fact that you're going to try, people have tried to go around the fact that something that is dangerous,
Mhm.
such as a firearm, and if you're, I'm not sure thoughts this, weapons, anything, you can use anything as a weapon. If you use it responsibly in the right sense, then it won't be that dangerous. And trying to go around the fact it's just very concerning. So seeing how seeing how the Biden administration is trying to prevent that, it kind of gives you a good smile.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good business actually, I would say. And speaking of business, Rutgers is ranked number 1 in the Bloomberg Business Week as the top public business school in the Northeast. Imagine that. Fortune also awarded the school in a similar honor in 2021. Even U.S. News and World Report rated its MBA program among the top 10 best overall employment outcomes in the U.S., as well as number 12 for its supply chain management MBA program. That sounds amazing, right? It sounds pretty good, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, right down south from you. But in a lawsuit filed, a Rutgers administrator said that the university is fraudulent obtaining those national rankings by creating totally fake jobs to show its success of its business school graduates that had a hard time finding employment. The lawsuit by Diedrich White, the business school's human resource manager, alleges the program used a temp agency to hire unemployed MBA students, placing them into sham positions at the university itself, for no other reason but to make it appear like a greater number of graduates were getting full-time jobs after Rutgers diplomas. By going through outside a temp agency, White's lawsuit claimed that the university was able to circumvent restrictions in the ranking systems that do not allow universities to count internal hires for purposes of their employee statistics. White, who was 54, who alleged she was the subject of retaliation over health and other issues aimed at forcing her registration or resignation or termination, said the university used more than $400,000 of its endowment to fund the fake positions and to pay what she called kickbacks, air quotes around that, to the employment agency. The university has responded with a statement saying that as a matter of policy, it would not comment on specifics of the litigation.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just like, dang.
How desperate does a school need to be to want to have the number 1 spot?
Really though,
I
'cause,
just-
like,
Apparently that desperate.
yeah.
Hold on.
I mean,
We got to make that for this one.
I know.
Oh no.
You're Rutgers University.
Mhm.
You are Rutgers.
Mhm.
You're the number 1 school in the state anyway. What do you need to be? Everyone knows what Rutgers is. There are people from around the world that know what Rutgers is. What do you need to prove? Everybody knows what you do. I don't. What's other? When you think of colleges in the Northeast, all the schools come to mind.
Mhm.
Boston College.
Montclair.
Look,
Yeah.
if it
Outside of that, no, forget that. Boston College, Syracuse. You got all these other schools up here. You're Rutgers University.
Mhm.
You stand out. Your athletic department is part of the Big Ten, which is a huge thing. You have a large population. Your college is a small town, basically.
Really though.
Like, what do you need to prove? Besides, I know plenty of people that go to Rutgers. I know plenty of people that went to Rutgers. Shout out my sister. Shout out my dad. But like, that's beside the point. Y'all are a huge, known, worldwide campus, and y'all need to do this. What?
Yeah, like what you're saying, like they are like well known, really, and like I know a lot of my friends like went there because especially they were known, they were so close, and like knowing this is crazy.
I
Yeah.
wonder though how well known they are outside of Jersey, because
Oh, that girl.
here's the thing though, I'm from New York, which
Oh, I
isn't
know. I make fun
far-
of you all the time.
obviously, but it's not far from Jersey. We're neighbors. But I've never heard of Rutgers before coming to New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
never heard of it.
Heh.
So that's my 2 cents. But
Heh.
I just I don't. Only one other person from my high school came to Jersey.
Mhm.
Did they go to Rutgers?
No.
They go to-
Well, that's a shame. No, but here's the thing.
That is interesting though.
Outside of Jersey, I know some people. Like, there's a friend of mine who, he's from Florida. He went to Rutgers. He actually goes to Rutgers still.
Nice.
He did. Granted, he lived in Jersey for a little bit, then he moved to Florida in high school. But that's beside the point. He came back to Jersey. I don't know why he did that, but that's not the point. Anyway, yeah,
I'm just curious on what these sham jobs were. Did they say they gave jobs, or did they give
full-time coffee getter?
Full-time, really?
Next thing you know, full-time, I don't know, Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster. But yeah, I know a lot of my friends went there for their business program and stuff. So it's really, really interesting to see how they got their number one spot.
Well, listen, the way I see it is this. And this is my Kahoot theory. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But at the same time,
you were so close, Cam.
But at the same, but look, let me finish. At the same token, you are a worldwide powerhouse. You are known around the world. And
New York.
Yeah, obviously except for New York for some reason. But you are known. Your school is known. You're not too far from New York City. Why y'all trying to cheat? Y'all should know better. I should. I'm a degenerate. That's fine. But I only cheat on video games and game shows. Not really game shows. Kahoot. But that's not the point. Actually, you know what? I'm going on a tangent here. You guys have anything else to say before I lose my mind?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to be discussing some more things about New Jersey. So stay tuned.
Gambling can be fun.
And welcome to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. And like I said before, we are still talking about New Jersey. And here's why. The number of hate crimes and bias incidents more than doubled in Hudson County in 2021, according to a statistical release by the New Jersey State Police earlier this month. The 2021 Hudson County total was 51, the most in the county since 41 cases of hate crimes and biases were reported in 2008. In 2020, there were 25 bias incidents reported. The year-by-year bias incidents in Hudson County are 51 in 2021, 25 in 2022, 36 in 2019, 20 in 2018, and 17 and 20 and 14 and 17 in 2017. It's only in Hudson County, however, that there's 1,871 bias incidents reports across the state, a 29% increase from the 1,447 bias incidents reported in 2020. Law enforcement across the Hudson County area acknowledged the uptick in cases, but also attributed the increase of new guidelines supported bias incidents and increased awareness of hate crimes nationwide. Nilesh Lester, the police chief of Union City, added this statement, quote, Incidents that took place many, many years ago may have processed differently by police and victims. For example, name calling and graffiti targeting an individual race, sexual orientation, or religion may have been minimized or simply documented with no thorough follow-up investigation. She went on to say, quote, that law enforcement mentally changed years ago, and we need to ensure that the public is aware. With the national spotlight on bias and bias incidences, people are more comfortable coming forward and reporting things. It's a crime and should be treated accordingly. Also, first of all, are you guys from what county you from?
Bergen.
Okay, so Bergen,
Middlesex.
New York. Got it.
Otsego.
But you know, you got yeah. So Hudson County, how far is Hudson County from us anyway?
Like
I don't know.
20,
to be
45
honest.
minutes. It's not that far.
Oh, it's in Jersey, so I know it's not that far.
Obviously.
Imagine.
Well,
It's on the other side of the state.
It's on the
No.
state.
I live down there, so I live in there. But like, you know, the fact that it's oh, that's right. Okay, got it.
How close?
It's Jersey City.
Oh, so yeah, not far
It's
from
yeah,
us.
it's so the fact that it's Jersey, it's like literally 20 minutes, you know, right? You take the starting park, go take the parkway, either way, you get down there. It's one thing, it's kind of troubling seeing an increase, but at the same time, it's just kind of a good thing as well, because you see, and this is what I say is what I does not reflect the station. It's a good thing that these are being reported, because it now gives people more public awareness that yeah, this is happening, instead of them whatever, it's just something else. Like this right here, they're taking steps in the right direction here.
Mhm.
And I think that that's the most important thing to oversee in the entire thing.
Yeah, and like Lester said, like the more, unfortunately, the more that these crimes are being reported, hopefully people who have been affected can like say something about it more
Exactly.
and like come forward. But it is really disheartening to see that there is a dramatic increase. Maybe that's just because people are just reporting it more, you know?
And I think people are starting to get a solid definition of what a hate crime or a bias incident is really, instead of just kind of get a generalized idea, which also kind of helps out.
I think in today's climate, it's becoming more prevalent than it has in the past, although it should have always been prevalent and it should always have been reported and acknowledged. I think now more people are paying more mind to it and taking it more seriously than it has been in the past, which once again, it's a very serious topic and it's something that's very real to many people. And it's important that it is acknowledged. But I'm starting to see that now it's getting more traction. But I'm a huge proponent of the fact that a change will be made, but you need to start with educating people. And maybe this is one of the starts that we need, by making more people aware of how many crimes are happening, how many hate crimes are happening, and taking it from there. But that's just me.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Being able to educate people and see what it really is, allowing them to get a solid definition, or at least just a general understanding of what hate crime entails. It allows people to be like, oh, okay, well, this is not right, and probably should talk to somebody about this. So I guess we'd say that that's kind of a positive we could take out of it. But so we're gonna stick in Jersey and keep positive vibes throughout. And I think, Joe, you want to fly over to talk about this next one?
I would love to. We have some positive vibes for Newark Airport. In pre-pandemic times, Newark Liberty International Airport was one of the worst airports in the nation per J.D. Power surveys. Those J.D. Power surveys surveyed airport goers as they are inside of the airport. But Newark Airport officially says they have been working hard to overcome those issues. A recent airport service quality survey, which is conducted by Airport Councils International, showed signs of improvement at Newark Airport with a 3.91 score out of 5 from customers, up to 3.78 in 2019. No survey was conducted in 2022 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. General Manager of Newark Airport, James Gill, said, quote, "We're happy to see that. It's a testament to the airport team, but we have a lot of work to do. those quarterly surveys really give us a direction of where to focus, end quote. The better ASQ results came from focusing on what Gills called the 5 C points that matter the most to our customers: courtesy, cleanliness, condition, concessions, C circuit. Yes. The airport has also reinforced the message that you are indeed in New Jersey. The effort ranges from the welcome to New Jersey signs for arriving passengers to gift shops selling New Jersey specific coffee mugs and apparel. Quote, the ASQ process is an actual survey to customers at a gate, Gill said. We ask if the person is willing to participate and they give us an unbiased aspect of how different parts of the journey went. It gives us good indication of where we can improve, end quote. ASQ's official survey said it is strictly about passengers' airport experience and not about the flight.
Interesting.
I've never
Good
been
for
to
Newark.
Yeah. I have never been to Newark, but I've heard some stories.
I have also heard some very interesting things about the
I
airport.
think I went to Newark
Newark
Airport like once when I was younger, but I was like 5. It could have been a different airport.
How was your experience at 5 years old?
Just let me rack my brain
Would
to
you
go
say that the 5 C's were there?
rack my brain to go that far back in time.
But yeah, it's good that they're improving, especially with everything that you hear about this airport. But yeah,
I like the survey process that they have. I like how it's an unbiased survey. They're just surveying everybody and they're trying to get the general consensus of how people feel so they can improve, which I really like. And I think that's a great way to get feedback, especially from all different people.
mhm.
Yes.
I like how they're really milking the New Jersey brand by having the signs and selling mugs.
Listen.
They're
As a
probably
na-
very
as
overpriced
Yeah.
too.
hey, listen, we're not you people, aka New York. You want to talk about overpriced? Girl, I want to,
That has nothing to do with airport goods being overpriced.
you're not wrong, but I'm just
Doesn't
saying.
matter the state that
Yo,
it's
yo,
in,
yo, yo,
it's still
let-
going to be overpriced.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Airport is an
Cam.
airport.
I went to LaGuardia, right?
Well, that's where I was
I
before. I
like
wasn't at Newark.
LaGuardia.
I was at LaGuardia. I'm sorry.
We have a liar.
I told you.
We have someone sus among us.
LaGuardia is fun because when you fly back into LaGuardia, you fly over the Hudson River.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
then
it's
you
beautiful.
Is
go
That
there-
would
over the
scare me,
city.
please.
Nah, what?
It's cool.
Over like, what if it like?
Stop it! Stop!
I just have a fear of flights. So
I
Stop.
enjoy flying. I think
I
flying
don't
is
like
so
flying.
much fun.
I get such big headaches.
Stop it! You're really thinking. Stop it. Anyway, but yeah, that's the seeing how first of all, when you think of Newark Airport, bro, that's the spot. I'm just saying, Newark Airport, they know what they're doing. Like, I love Newark. Just kidding, but that's not the point. To see that Newark, that's the what do you think is closer, JFK or Newark?
I have no idea actually.
I don't know.
That's in Newark.
What's the airport right next to I don't even know. Is it the Turnpike? I don't.
Newark? Yeah, got it.
Is that Newark? Okay,
Yeah.
well, then that's close.
Exactly. The fact that we have an airport that got better, like a better view, a better overall score.
Yes.
And if you do the math, what's 3.91 times 20, because that's we're gonna crunch some numbers in real quick,
Times 20.
because if you're gonna rate that 100,
Oh,
so it's a 78. It's a C.
Yeah. Sweet.
78.2. So if you see something like that, it's like, bro, that's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. But we're gonna. I think that I'm going to have to book a flight through Newark. I don't know about you guys, but
especially after the improvement.
of course, respectfully. So while I do that, we're going to head to a quick break, and we have an interview. So
Yes, we
stick
do.
around.
Council.
And welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Well, right now we have an interview. We have Sephora Innocent from Slam, who is here with us in studio. Now, let me go put on the sound effect board real quick and hit you with the crowd clap. Sephora, thank you for being here with us tonight. This
Hi.
morning.
Thank you for having me.
Morning.
Now, for those people who are wondering, Slam, what do we us at Montclair State, we know what Slam is, but to those who don't know or unaware, what is Slam?
So SLAM, it stands for Student Life at Montclair. We are the programming board for the SGA, which is the Student Government Association. We basically just hold a lot of upscale events, a lot of bigger events, and we also have smaller events on campus. Some events that we had during the fall semester, we had winter ball, and our theme was Met Gala. So we had a lot of students come. We took them to a very beautiful venue. We also had an ice skating event on campus. So students came, they ice skated on campus. We had a lot of events. We had a block party in the beginning of the semester just to close out summer, just welcome everyone back to campus since, COVID just really shut down everything. And last year, we weren't able to have as many things as we wanted to. So yeah, that's basically it. We're just just to get more involvement on campus and just have students more connected to Montclair.
Nice, yeah. I remember going to the Met Gala. It was so nice.
Oh,
Now,
thank you.
what is your role as financial director in programming?
So I handle all the paperwork. It's very tedious. I do a lot of just checking to make sure we have all the contracts from our vendors, making sure that all the prices are correct. Because our budget is pretty big because of the amount of students that we're accommodating. So any small mistake that we make could really change the whole aspect of the event. We might not be able to have it. And it's really more so time management as well. I have to get paperwork in at a certain amount of time. And if I don't, then we can't have the events. So I would say my job is pretty important.
Now, you mentioned how COVID-19 kind of ruined everything. What was it like trying to plan for events, creating events during the pandemic?
So I wasn't on SLAM during when the pandemic did start, but I was on other e-boards on campus. So it was very hard. There were a lot of restrictions. We weren't able to do as many things as we wanted to because of COVID. And then on top of that, there weren't a lot of students on campus because of COVID. So COVID, it was hard just trying to get that, get our program started. But we ended up doing it. All the organizations on campus ended up having their programs. When I was on campus during COVID SLAM, they did have some events. So yeah.
Nice. And how exactly did you get started in SLAM?
So I've always been to a couple SLAM events. I didn't really know what SLAM was, but then my friend, she was on the e-board and it piqued my interest. So I started going to more events. And I had a lot of fun. So I was like, this is something that I want to do. And I applied and I got the position.
That's what's up. Now, how is student life different for our Montclair residents than Montclair State commuters?
So we are generally a commuter school. Of course, it's going to be easier for residents to come on campus to come to our events because they are on campus. They can just walk to their destination. For commuters, it's a little harder, but we still do get a lot of involvement from commuters. We have 2 people on my e-board who are commuters, so they understand what it's like being a commuter and being on trying to get involved. So we do try our best to accommodate them and try to have our events at times where commuters are on campus so they can come and enjoy our events as well as our on-campus residents.
Yes. And obviously, as you said, we are a mainly commuter school.
Mhm.
How can commuters become more engaged with MSU, do you think?
I would say social media. That's the easiest way for anyone to be involved with MSU. I do know that we have the student involvement fair, so they can come out and ask organizations when they're having events. There's also a lot of tabling. So tabling is basically a way for organizations to promote themselves, let students know like what events are coming up on campus. So we're actually having our own tabling on Thursday from 2 to 4. So if anyone's interested, they can come stop by the Student Center and just ask us any questions, residents, commuters, faculty, anyone that's interested in knowing more about SLAM or all the things that we do.
Now, after that, the Spring Bash is coming up.
Mhm.
What is it really? What, like, for us, what is it and what can we expect from it?
So Spring Bash is basically like a really formal event. It's like a college prom. I know like COVID, I think the sophomores weren't able to have a prom. Maybe some
Yes,
freshmen.
sophomores didn't have it, and I believe
Some freshmen
the
sadly
freshmen,
didn't have it
freshmen were
either.
limited as well.
Yeah. So just really unfortunate, but this is like their kind of redemption kind of thing. So they
Yeah.
can come dressed like really nice. We have a lot of things in store for our Spring Bash. We have a couple performances. I'm not gonna say what, but I would definitely buy your ticket to come. It's gonna be amazing.
Now, speaking of performances, there is something that we all saw on the email.
Yes.
Lil TJ and G Herbo are scheduled to perform at for a Montclair State student exclusive concert at the
Mhm.
Wellmont Theater on April 21st.
Yeah.
What is it like? What was it like to be a part of that?
So the process was really, really long. Like we started planning this since I would say towards the end of the fall semester.
Wow.
So we've been having meetings. Obviously, this is all done in secret because no one knew, but we've been having meetings, working along with like the agents, just like trying to do everything that we can to make this concert possible for everyone. But yeah, there was a lot that went into it. So I'm really excited.
Now, what would you say the hardest part of just trying to get now? If of course, if you're able to share, what do you think the hardest part was trying to have people accommodate?
Honestly, I think the hardest part would be picking the artists just because their schedules are like, different. They have other performances. So just figuring out who is able to come, when they're able to come, if they're not like, switching artists from here and there. And of course the paperwork too was very hectic. So yeah, I think that's the hardest part because they also have to accommodate to our schedule.
I feel like that's always got to be like one of the hardest parts, like specifically picking like working around schedules, because I know like scheduling is like one of the main things in like an artist's field of industry.
Well, I actually have one more question. And what would you say your advice would be to people who would strive to be a part of the Slam e-board or just be part of Slam in general?
Just talk to us, honestly. We do have a lot of events. We do want to get to know more people on campus because we are the student life in Montclair. We are putting programs on for students on campus. So yeah, come to our general body meetings. They're bi-weekly on Tuesdays from 6 to 7. What else? Yeah, follow our Instagram, slam_MSU. We that's where everyone saw like the concert and bash and everything. And we also have like a week-long events for spring week starting April 25th until the 30th. No, until the 29th. So yeah, we have a lot of events coming up. I would highly encourage everyone to come and just like, see what we're doing.
Of course, you guys are in a way all the life of the party, the life of Montclair State.
Thank you.
So we appreciate you being here and appreciate what you guys do for all of us on campus. Kind of make us feel good. So we're gonna take a quick break, and this is Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillas.
Thank you.
And welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Morning Buzz. And we're going to have another interview this time around from the president of Montclair State University, President Jonathan Capel. So listen in. Respectfully, here it is. And yes. No, I do not hear it.
Start talking sometime.
So yes.
What?
So
radio.
so yes. So President Capel,
Never mind.
he came from the great state of Arizona. He decided to. He is the guy who took over for Susan Cole, a legend here at Montclair State,
Yes.
and overall just allowed himself to just be there. And I think that the thing for Capel is that he was the guy that, in a way, no, he came here before. He is what was his name? Dr. K. The Funky House, the Funk House.
Oh yeah, I think so.
No, he did stuff with WMC before, and it's seeing him is it. And here it is.
Wait.
It's not
It's
playing.
not
Now we're
playing.
Is it
getting
not
Okay.
playing now?
Budget cuts.
Well,
man.
well,
the budget cuts are incredible.
Well,
Well, you know what? Let's do a bit.
all right. Well, due to budget cuts,
not the budget cuts.
budget cuts are crazy.
Get all of us, man.
Budget cuts are crazy.
Come
Well,
on.
we'll try again. We'll try again next time. But we have
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
mission failed. We'll get them next time. But we do have events going on, and we have the one and only Cassandra who's actually doing it before 8 o'clock. Oh my goodness!
Oh my
my
goodness!
goodness.
It feels
For
good to be
once.
back.
Wow.
It still feel definitely.
So Cassandra,
Please enlighten us. What are the events? For the
what's
week?
happening?
There's a couple things happening. Well, because we have the weekend. Anyways, okay. So today there's going to be a bumper brawl event from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It'll be in the student rec pool, and make sure to bring a friend for some fun competition where you could battle them, trying to knock them off their platform. And the last person standing wins. So go check that out if you want. I'm very curious to see what that's all about.
I'm cheating.
Of
How
course
do you
are, Cam.
cheat?
How do I cheat?
He's gonna figure it out.
How would you cheat in that camp?
It's me. I will finesse.
Mhm.
Or don't.
Yeah, or just
Hush,
don't.
hush.
Then, if you're craving some good snacks over the week,
I'm right here.
yes, on Tuesday, you're already there. Is that the funniest thing you've ever said?
No, I said a lot of things, but I can't say on there.
Yes,
Thank you for clarification.
I can attest.
Then on Tuesday, you can make your own charcuterie board.
What?
Yeah, I know.
That is so
Ooh.
It'll be
cool.
at the Student Rec Center back patio from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And all the snacks will be provided. Just come with a little creativity and some inspiration. I have never made one. And I think I made one actually. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. But maybe that isn't your thing. And you're looking for something else to do on Tuesday night. Well, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in Freeman Lounge, you can decorate a birdhouse if you would like. The houses and supplies will be provided, but all the supplies are limited. So it's first come, first serve. Make sure you get there if you want a birdhouse. Then on Wednesday, you got places to be, things to do. If you want to take a crowd to go with you, I'm Dr. Seuss now. The drop-in center is offering DIY crystal catchers. It's perfect, with spring coming up and the sun actually staying out. For
That's
most of
kind
the
of
day.
fire.
Mhm.
Stop it. I'm getting me hyped right now.
You can pick them up from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But again, supplies are limited, so get them while you can. And that is what's happening on campus this week.
So, question:
Yes, Kim.
no Kahoot?
No Kahoot. Yeah, I was really
no.
sad making this.
Well, maybe it's a good thing because you prevented him from cheating or talking
Yes.
about.
Is this
I was
the
gonna say-
first week we haven't had a Kahoot?
I think so.
So
This
it's
is
like
the-
an event.
This is the first week that Cam has not talked about cheating on Kahoot on air.
But you have talked
And
about
yet
cheating
you're
at
still
something
cheating
else.
in other ways.
Hey. First off,
Come on, man! Don't you know cheating isn't radical?
I only cheat during video games and in competitions. That's about it. Except athletic competitions. That's not fair. Athletic competition is not fair. I don't cheat during
I
athletic
would
competition.
hope not.
Yeah,
I only cheat in
as
someone on multiple sports.
as an athlete.
as the person on multiple sports team and
Listen, as an athlete, I don't cheat. But at the same time, if it's a recreational competition that's where I get bragging rights, of course I want to cheat.
Yeah, but wouldn't you feel so much more self-fulfilled if you won by actually trying?
Yeah.
Imagine you cheat and you still lose, Cam.
Oh, here's the
You
thing.
know how bad it's gonna make you feel.
That means I didn't want bad enough.
Okay.
Cam,
There's a distinction.
Cam,
People.
Yeah.
now that we have a competition, which I'm not sure if we can say on air going on, maybe don't talk about cheating because then Monday might get backlash.
No. Of course. We don't cheat on that competition. Respectfully, we don't ever cheat on that competition. Respectfully. But that's beside the point. I'm talking like we don't cheat for big events, things like that. Also, athletic events. I don't cheat for big events. If it's like some recreation where I just like for
we can say it. Yeah, don't cheat on the Battle of the Buzz,
yeah,
please.
I don't cheat on Battle of the Bus. Respectfully, I never do. But here's the thing.
I hope not. We
I
want our one fair and square.
I don't ever cheat on. I never talk about cheating on Battle of the Buzz.
Until now.
Well, no, never. No. Unless your name is Kyle Pepitone. Kyle, we love you, but I will.
But no, we don't.
No, Kyle, I love you, but I will. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Silent knuckle cracks.
Let's move on.
I'm just kidding, Kyle.
So those charcuterie boards.
Yes.
Stop it. I'm not done my point yet.
What was your point, Cam?
What was the point to that?
My point is this, Kyle. You might be Linguini, but I am Remy. I'm in your head. I control you.
The fact that you are the mouse right now.
I am Mickey. I am Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse fun's Ratatouille.
Is Mickey Mouse gonna go make a charcuterie board?
Mickey Mouse should make a charcuterie board. Respectfully.
Not Mickey, not the respectful. How a bummer.
Nice.
The
Cow bummer, dude.
today. Oh my
Stop.
gosh.
No, we can't cross franchises like that.
You are correct.
We're already doing Turtles with Sonic.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, he'd only be Sonic if he had the blue beanie.
Yes, I have the green.
See?
Now you got.
I liked.
Come
the
on,
blue,
Isaiah. Now you got
though.
everyone doing it.
Not everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you, Cam.
Respectfully.
So,
You could have been Kim Possible.
We
Also,
could've-
another.
we don't. No one would know that you're Kim Possible unless you said it. Unless you
I have
stand
green pants. You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm also
Black
wearing.
shirt, green pants.
I'm wearing
That's
red
like the
shorts.
Kim Possible fit.
I'm wearing red shorts and they're above my belly button.
the commitment. Thank you, Cam.
Listen. First off, it looks crazy. Second off, I'm too tall to be Mickey Mouse. I should have been Goofy. That's more fitting for me. I'm just goofy like that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Have you heard that cartoon characters or Disney characters are unnaturally tall?
really?
Like Olaf from Frozen in real life would be like 7 feet.
That
or
literally makes no
something.
sense because someone made that up on some Wikipedia page.
I
bet.
saw that,
And-
and they were like, if Olaf was real, he'd be like 7 feet.
No,
tall. I
because
was
like everybody
how does that
around him is
work?
regular height.
No, so you need to tell me that the whole Frozen crew, the humans will be 10 feet. Are you serious, my brother?
I don't know. Yeah.
Why?
I saw
went-
that somewhere. It was circulating
Why?
around the internet
No, but
for a little while.
I remember someone saying that he's 5 feet. I'm like, where did this number come from and how? Like, who was curious about an animated snowman?
Imagine a snowman being taller than you.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Not me. Let's say safe. But anyway, snacks.
Snacks,
Charcuterie.
charcuterie, all these things you can find at the student rec center.
That's all in one day.
Yes.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, snacks and charcuterie boards. What is that anyway?
It's like a really
It's,
fancy
it's
platter.
that board with like the meats and the cheeses and the crackers.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Grapes.
Yeah.
I love
Grapes.
grapes.
Oh.
I think
Oh,
it's great.
we can make. Oh, respectfully, I'm about to. Oh, stop it.
I think fruit and cheese is mid though. I don't.
Whoa,
think
whoa,
it's
whoa, 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 whoa,
together.
whoa, whoa, whoa! And it's not because I'm just like Mickey Mouse. You don't ever disrespect cheese like that again.
When you
No, but she
combine
says
fruit and cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
That-
that,
that's a-
looks
that-
delicious.
That's a sad example of a
Oh.
charcuterie board. No.
Is that a?
That looks like something you'd find in a Lunchables.
That is a
Yeah.
sad. That is the sad example of what a charcuterie board can and would be.
Lunchables is gonna start.
So
making
so so
charcuterie boards.
so
Really
so what it is? It's we got cheese squares,
So sad.
Ritz crackers.
Can you please pull up a better
That's what-
picture, Isaiah?
Is that
Please.
what is that?
For
Like little
there.
sausages.
This is a more.
That's a better one.
That's a better
That
example of
is
a
better.
charcuterie
What
board.
is that,
Thank you.
honey?
Oh,
I had to make one.
Now we're getting into the real family.
Oh
This is
my
gonna turn into a
god!
charcuterie board rating show.
Yes.
think
Forget
should.
Morning Buzz.
No.
Forget Morning Buzz.
It's the Charcuterie Raiders.
Oh yes.
I love that.
Oh my God, it's Joe.
In the original animation.
And wow. And Joe's coming number one.
The
Love
fact
it.
that I talked the fact that we'll be getting to that in hour 2.
Oh,
Oh man, that's funny.
Just a little bit of
it's almost
teaser.
like you knew.
It's almost like I knew.
What?
What?
Ah, yes.
I
So-
love the sun catchers though. I used to love the like plastic ones that you like fill with like paint. And
Yeah,
like,
What's
I-
a
very
sun
cool.
catcher?
You don't know what sun catchers are? Let
I
me
know
look
what a
them up.
dream catcher is.
Like some like they're
kinda like-
colorful little.
it's
things.
kind of like
That's so bad.
the way I kind of describe it, it's kind of like a miniature stained glass window.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah, these are like a lot of reflective ones I'm showing Ali right now, but yeah, like stained glass type things.
Oh, so you paint them?
Mm-hmm.
Well. That's crazy. That is so crazy.
You don't like sun catcher scam?
Nah, well, I actually probably should not say that story on air, but that's not the point.
Okay.
Just think. If you know me, just know.
The fact that I do know you makes me think that this can go in like 20 plus different
It
directions.
always goes 20 plus different directions.
It never ends where you think it is.
Okay, I will tell you off air, respectfully,
Please do.
because this is a good story.
Please do.
This is a good one. Okay.
Speaking of which,
What?
how about we head to break?
Of course. I just gotta find.
Thank you. I love how you said that. That was so good.
Because
How
first,
about we head to break?
well,
Authority.
there's one I'm trying to find a valid song to play while yeah, vibes.
Yes, you know, because the transitions with you.
The transitions
Listen,
have been on point so far. We need to
They're,
keep it
oh no,
going.
they're not. But like, I'm trying to like enjoy break somehow. You know what?
How you gonna enjoy break? Cameron?
Because I'm about to play some Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles, respectfully.
Yep.
So that's a good way to enjoy break. And welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Once again, let me repeat that for those in the back who aren't listening. This is 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, and this is still the Morning Buzz, still the Monday edition, still the swaggiest crew on the show.
Yes, the
And-
only crew that does themes for their buzz.
Respectfully, we do.
Respectfully.
We got to talk about our themes of like the last 5 minutes, so we already know who we are. But vibes. But of course, every Monday we have coach and coaches quotes, which this one is coming from George Allen, a Hall of Fame coach. Every day you waste is one you can never make up. Once again, every day you waste is one you can never make up. So every single day, get after it. No matter what you do, get after it.
That really just came after me. I did nothing yesterday. I feel so bad about it.
Listen, I did nothing like the last week, so it showed on Saturday. So that's enough of it. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, vibes. Of course, we got in studio. We got Leonardo,
Bunga.
King.
Kim
Nice.
Possible, and me, Mickey Mouse. And we're gonna have Kim Possible do the newscast, right, Ali? Can you do that for me real quick?
It's like her.
What's the stitch, Ali?
Yeah, what's the sitch?
All right. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
I
Al.
sound like Cam now. My name is Ali Rariel,
That's
and
crazy.
on this splendid Monday, I am joining you from 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. In international news, Russia is continuing to retreat from northeastern Ukraine as Ukraine's efforts to fight back have been very successful. Although this is terrific news, Russia's ambassador to the United States, Anatoly Antonov, stated that the success is attributed to the aid from the United States towards Ukraine, which now may result in military conflict between Russia and the United States. In national news, as of Friday, Will Smith has been banned from any Academy event for the next 10 years due to his slap of Chris Rock. The slap has become one of the most controversial talking points recently. Now the Academy is banning him out of safety for the other actors and actresses. In regional news, on Sunday evening, there was panic amongst individuals in New York City after an explosion in Times Square. This explosion was due to 3 manholes that caught on fire because of an increased amount of carbon dioxide that somehow got ignited, most likely from an electrical short circuit. Thankfully, there are no injuries reported and everybody is okay. For some weather, it is currently 37 degrees outside and sunny. Today is predicted to have a low of 37 and a high of 61. This morning will be all sunny with some clouds becoming more apparent in the afternoon. Temperatures this week are going to rise, peaking at 80 degrees on Thursday. I don't know about you, but I will definitely be enjoying the warm weather. Thank you, and back to you, Cam.
Hold on. I think, please tell me I have my glasses in here. Please tell me I have my glasses in here. Aha, I do. So you know what that means? Warm weather. Warm weather means one thing only. Rocking the
Mickey
shades.
Mouse with the shades on.
Respectfully. So I guess I gotta do a sportscast because like I said, Megan is still under the weather, and Megan, I hope you are feeling much better
Yes, we all hope you're feeling better.
Yep,
We
Megan.
miss you.
because these kids like to make fun of me and the vibes.
Yes, of course we do.
Respectfully. Anyway, Montclair State Athletics. Let's just talk about that real quick. First off, they took on a national powerhouse in Rowan University on Saturday in baseball. They lost the first game 8-0, but they got back. They got their redemption back on those props and won 6-5. Then Montclair State softball, they fell to Ramapo in a sweep. Women's lacrosse fell to another national powerhouse in TCNJ in a loss. Then Montclair State baseball came back in a home and took on the Roadrunners of Ramapo. And listen, they won. Right now, Montclair State's 5-1 in conference play. And I don't know about you. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but this baseball team is looking pretty scary. Pretty scary, I would say. Also, track and field, I had a bad race, but hey, my boy, and he ate up the 4x4. They did the thing. John Griffith, he threw a discus. He did the thing, the discus. My boy Vance, Vance Telemac, he did the thing. He ran his collegiate PR and was able to, he just missed out on beating the guy from Rowan, the reigning NJAC champion. But that's beside the point, because the point is that Montclair State's athletics are going crazy. Oh,
What's up, Cam?
well, I just got some breaking news.
Really? What is it?
Whoa.
Well, here in the Morning Buzz, available on 90.3 WMSC 90.3 FM, streaming live on Facebook, and replays on YouTube. We value delivering the hardest news stories ever, especially on the second hour of the program, because that's where all the good stuff comes.
Okay.
So it is my duty and my honor to say, breaking out of Hollywood, that
Cam, I feel like we should get to this later because I think, we should try and re-air the interview that we had before. Keep it with the news.
It's a good idea.
Although, this is breaking news and we love doing that. I feel like
We could leave the audience on their edge.
oh,
Yes, we
so
honestly-
You introduced
Oh,
Cliffhanger
so-
so they come back. or
oh,
they
okay,
stay.
okay, all right. So we're going instead we're going to swing it over to the guy from Arizona. Here is President Jonathan.
As done every semester by the School of Communications, Jonathan Capel answers questions from media students about many things going on campus. In this little brief clip, Jonathan Capel answers questions on his newly funding to Bloomfield College and what that'll entail. And is Montclair State University going to drop the state out of its name? And also many different questions about res life. Here's just a taste of the interview.
There's no prohibition on anybody saying state. Actually, it's the opposite, which is I want people to say university. So the problem with the term Montclair State, it's easier to say, I get it, but it was a pretty big deal for Montclair State Teachers College to become Montclair State College. And then a pretty big deal for Montclair State College to become Montclair State University. A lot of people fought really hard to not just change the name, right? Because the name is the name, but what the name connotes is the level of institution we are, the level of quality that we're seeking to achieve, and the type of experience that we're offering our students. So, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed to become Montclair State University and to maintain that, right? And so the part that seems funny to me is when you truncate the name and cut off the university part, you're actually undermining the achievement of a whole lot of people, and you're in some sense not representing the full breadth and depth of the institution that we're all really proud of. So it just seems kind of funny to me. And so I prefer to say Montclair State University, or maybe say Montclair as if you want to conserve letters, right? If you're worried about, then just say Montclair. But that to me is what that's about. It's about representing the institution in all of its glory and power and impact. So that has nothing to do with private or public or anything. I am very proudly associated with a public university, and more importantly, a public serving university. And so that's what this institution is at its core. It's an institution created to serve the people of New Jersey, and I don't care whether we call ourselves Acme, that is who we are. It's not about the name, right? It's about the mission, the purpose, the values, the commitment. And that's why we're engaged with Bloomfield College, right? Because you're right, Bloomfield College is a private university in the sense that it is not funded by the state of New Jersey in the same way that we are, but it has a public serving mission in the sense that it is creating pathways for students who are underserved by many other institutions of higher education. And so when an institution like that, which so closely aligns with our mission, is in jeopardy of folding, it would have been, in my opinion, inconsistent with our mission to stand by and just say, oh, well, that's a shame. We're down the street from Bloomfield College. We're serving the same communities. We're interested in the educational outcomes of the same students. And so it was our responsibility to engage and see if we could find a solution. Now, that had to be a solution that didn't put our institution in jeopardy, that didn't create an extra burden on our students, and that didn't put us in a weaker position to achieve our core ambitions. Obviously, if I thought that any of those things were not met, we wouldn't be proceeding. And let's be clear on how we're proceeding. So even just the premise of the question that we've put a bunch of money, no. We haven't spent a nickel. What we did was create, in some sense, a financial safety net for Bloomfield College, so that if in the coming year they run into a cash flow problem, they can draw upon our university, up to a point, about $7 million. And if they do that, that is a loan that is secured by a real estate asset. So it's not an unsecured loan, it's not a gift, right? We're not just giving money to our friends. They would have to pledge property against the money that we would lend to them. The reason why we're doing that is because we're creating a window of opportunity to design something that has never been before, right? Some construction wherein Bloomfield College benefits by the association with Montclair. I don't know exactly what that would look like. So if you want to, well, does that mean it's part of the, we don't know exactly. We're going to figure it out. But the idea is that you would have a distinctive college experience at Bloomfield that's better because it's associated with Montclair State University. And that Montclair State University would gain access to the Bloomfield College campus, and it would create opportunities for Montclair State University students that they wouldn't otherwise have without the existence of Bloomfield College. Ultimately, not just Bloomfield College, but ultimately Montclair State University will be a stronger institution because of the connection between the two. And let me be clear, we wouldn't be doing this if that were not the case. Right? So this is going to be a huge win, obviously, for Bloomfield College, because hopefully it keeps them existing and serving their students. But it's a big win for Montclair State University because we broaden our reach, we achieve our mission. I think ultimately we become more financially stable. And it's a big win for the community, right? Because you've got higher education now evolving, growing, redesigning itself to better serve its purpose, which is to create educational pathways for people who are often left behind in the current higher education landscape. So I obviously think it's an exciting initiative. There's a lot of miles to go before we reach a conclusion, right? All we did right now was to create a window for the coming year to try and reach this agreement. Now we've got to do the hard work of figuring out what that model is. But it has no negative impact whatsoever on Montclair State University students. And I've made it clear, and it's part of the argument that we made why the state had to kick in a share. Like, it can't be that Montclair State University students are the ones that somehow pay to make sure Bloomfield College survives, right? That doesn't make any sense at all, and so we wouldn't do that. No, I hope that in addition to Bloomfield having access to to some of the resources that we have on campus, right? Big research university, they don't have everything that we have, that we would be able to do things there, maybe offer programs there, maybe engage the community there, right? That's an exciting new location. It's nearby, but it's a very different vibe. It's right in the heart of a sort of bustling part of town. So I think it would be exciting to be able to offer some of our activities on that campus. Right? We have at present a requirement that to live on campus, you have to be vaccinated. That is the university policy. So the question then is, are you creating exemptions to the requirement that you have to be vaccinated to be on campus? In the year that's ending, we allowed exceptions to the vaccination requirement for on-campus housing for people with medical exemptions and religious exemptions. The vast majority, you can tell me the exact number, the vast majority of people who were exempted from the policy were exempted for religious reasons, not for medical reasons. That had significant implications for the university and for Montclair State University students. What were the implications? First of all, in order to house students who were exempted from the vaccination policy, we had to put them in single rooms. And we didn't charge them the full cost of those rooms. So for every single student who was in a single room, the university was essentially, and let's be clear when we say that, other students were essentially subsidizing those who were living in singles. So that was a financial cost to the university. Of course, if you have singles that can accommodate 2 students, that means that students who want to live on campus might not have access to those rooms. Now that probably wasn't an issue in the year that was coming to a conclusion, but based on what we're seeing for the coming year, that meant we would have had students denied their opportunity to live on campus because we were holding rooms as singles. Third implication. Because we had such a substantial population now living on campus, exempt from the vaccination requirement, every student living on campus were subject to requirements which we thought created a hardship. So we weren't allowing visitors. We were, very rigorous in terms of masking policy. Those are the main.
And testing.
And testing on campus. And we think that there was a higher risk of infection among students living on campus because we were allowing students to be in the dormitories who were exempt from the vaccination policy. We wanted to go back to a situation where the on-campus experience for Montclair State University students was as normal as possible, which included sort of normal dorm life, right? Where you could have guests, where you could go room to room, where you weren't living in this kind of highly regulated condition. So we decided to roll back the exemptions from the vaccination policy. And there is no requirement that says, everybody has a right to live on campus. There's no law that says exemptions granted on this basis are somehow constitutionally protected by the First Amendment or anything else. We took a more cautious approach and said, we think that people with medical exemptions, that seems to be protected. By the way, some universities didn't. Some universities said there are no exemptions, period, not even medical exemptions. We thought that area should be protected. So since that was a very small number of the exemptions anyway, it doesn't have a substantive impact on the policy. But it was really a matter of who's exempt from the vaccination policy. So it wasn't prohibiting one group, it was not allowing one group to be exempt when they had been exempt previously. And it was serving the greater good of having most students on campus have a positive, sort of normal residential experience and being able to accommodate what we think is going to be a massive demand for on-campus housing in the coming year, where we have, on top of, as we had the largest first-year class ever this year. It's looking like next year's class is going to be bigger. And so where those people are going to go, we don't want to artificially hold rooms at below capacity. And by the way, it's not just that some rooms are doubles and are singles. We also had to keep quarantine rooms open because we had to be cautious about not allowing an infected person to spread within those facilities. So I think that's what that's about. I think that if we pose the question differently and ask people, do you think that reducing the number of people exempt from the vaccination requirement is reasonable to create a normal on-campus housing experience for most students? I think that the answer to that question would be different.
The full interview will be aired in the coming days. For 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, I'm Ben Petrick.
welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. And this is Ask the Buzz, our favorite topic to do. First question, what old games would you guys love to play with modern graphics?
That's interesting. I don't know.
I would say for me, personally, I would say the go-to game for me always is Sly Cooper.
I was about to say, we've had this conversation. The two of us have had this conversation
Plenty of
a
times.
multitude of times.
So yeah, seeing Sly Cooper is on a 4K graphic system. Oh, that'll be crispy.
There's a PlayStation game that my brother and I played a lot growing up called Ape Escape, and we loved it. And he got a PS5 recently, and we can play it again. However, the graphics aren't updated, so it's still like it was made forever ago.
For PS2.
So I think it'd be really cool to see what that game would actually look like if the graphics were updated.
I don't know. I didn't play a lot of games when I was younger. I don't think I played like a lot of computer games. Maybe like one of those like dress-up games with like all the glitter and stuff. Maybe seeing that up close would be cool. It might make my child heart happy.
Nice. For me, it would probably have to be I don't know.
Too many choices?
What?
Too many choices?
Too many choices, yeah. Plus, all the games that I played growing up had pretty good graphics.
Oh, so that's, you got blessed.
Yeah, I ended up getting blessed.
You were just blessed. Oh, that must be nice.
I'm sorry.
Okay, next question.
Moving on, yeah.
Shows worth binge watching.
Ooh.
Trying to think of
Futurama for me. Either Futurama or How I Met Your Mother.
Nice.
I've talked about it so many times. Daredevil, it's really good. I enjoyed it.
Respectfully.
I zoomed past that show like before it was taken off of Netflix, and like I'm rewatching it now so I could like fully grasp it because there are certain moments where I'm like, I need to finish this, I need to get through it.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's a good show.
I think maybe The Office.
Yeah.
I love The Office. I could watch it a countless amount of times and not get sick of it. I just think it's so funny.
Let me know, sister.
Criminal Minds for me.
I've heard of that one.
Okay. Best cure for a bad day. Sad times, bad day. What's your go-to? What?
Sleep.
Sleep. Yeah, just
Curling up in a really comfy.
Okay,
blanket.
no. You can't all say sleep. Come on.
Well, no.
But that's what I do.
I think like
That's also what I.
like
Okay.
Comfort food, like something like you enjoy,
Soul
something
food.
warm. So yeah, that's my cure.
Okay. Here's mine.
What was that?
Yeah, Allie?
Where's the thingy?
Here's what I'm gonna say. For me, is this: spending time with friends, because you sit there, laugh, and joke, especially the people we have in this radio station alone. It's hilarious. When I got the radio station, I go back to my apartment. Hilarious. I go to track practice. Hilarious. So if I'm ever having a bad day, I got people around me that always brighten my mood. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yep, but you all want to go to sleep. Sleep. Ugh.
Sleeping is so nice.
You just sleep and like you wake up. It's like,
What did I say? No sleep.
Isn't this an opinion-based question?
This
though?
is.
You definitely sleep, Cam.
Yeah, true. That's very correct. I got a lot of sleep this week. I was blessed. But
Yes.
that's about the point. Okay. You have $1 million, but you have to spend it irresponsibly. What would you buy?
A cruise ship.
a cruise ship.
That's
I feel like that's more than $1 million.
yeah, I was gonna say
Definitely. You could probably
But-
buy a yacht for $1 million.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it.
this ain't GTA.
How much is a cruise ship?
So how long?
Billions
have
of
you been
it's,
dreaming
do you
about your
realize
ship,
a
Allie?
cruise ship is like a
Word.
floating city, right?
Oh, I have never thought about it. But, oh my gosh, it's the Phineas and Ferb, this Dr.
Dufania.
Dufania. Floating city.
The internet is not helping me right now. I just want to know how much.
How much did you
It'd
find
be
it?
around $260 million.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was a
God.
little off.
That's just $250
I would
million off.
I'd begin to invest in a cruise ship.
I buy like a bunch of trampolines. Why not?
Nice.
Why trampolines?
Imagine how fun that is to
wanted
walk
my own
around.
trampoline. I always use my friend's trampoline when I was away at their houses, and they're just so fun. Like when you get double bounced and like you just feel like you have like no weight on your shoulders at all.
Trampolines resulted in a lot of fights at my house with my friends because some of my friends were a little bit irresponsible and we didn't have a net. Our net broke. So
So
Yeah.
there were like
Uh,
certain kids that were a little bit
Ooh.
rambunctious and wouldn't be allowed on our trampoline. And I remember
we
they'd
got it.
always be upset and mad, and I'd be like, "I'm sorry."
We got
No,
it.
she's not.
I would begin to build like the most rad tree house ever.
That's cool. Treehouse Masters, get here, please.
Yes, please.
I've always loved that show.
I will build Lego universe.
That's a good
I
one.
would just buy all Legos. Just build a universe of Legos.
Yes.
Just call it, the Lego movie IRL.
Have you ever stepped on a Lego?
Not my dad, but my dad didn't broke it.
It's the worst.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Stepping on a Lego is not bad. Okay, you know what?
Speaking for the minority.
Exactly. Actually, not really. What is the worst / the most annoying things you did as a kid?
Like, I know I was annoying, but I'm not sure what about me
Okay, here's the thing.
specifically made me that.
Well, here's the thing. I still am the same way. If you ask any of my siblings, they would say that I would literally just run around, and my nephew does to me now. I'd run around and try to fight everybody. Like, I'm at
Really?
What do you throw shoes?
no, I would throw hands, and then I would just get tossed. I thought it was so funny. Now my nephew does it, and I'm like, Gabe, I'm going to punt you. And I only say it as a joke because I never, that's my nephew, that's my guy. But like, my sister says all the time, like, this is what you get. This is your karma. He did it. You did this to us. Now he's doing it to you. Now see how you like it.
It's a real medicine.
Exactly. So I always ran off, try to fight everybody. Also, I used to just, no matter what, I would I would always ask my dad to just to sit on the shoulders. And listen, I will say that to him now. Like Dad, can you pick me up? Meanwhile, I'm not the same height. Actually, I'm taller than my dad, so it's like,
I'm not sure if this is annoying, but I know like when I was younger, I would like hide in certain places just like for random like stuff. I don't like,
Yeah?
for no purpose. I would just hide.
Yeah?
Like, I remember one time my mom got really mad at me because like she thought like I went missing or something. That like I left the house or something. She couldn't find me. I'm like, oh, I was just underneath my desk with my chair tucked in, like hiding from the world.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I had a stuffed animal pig and I loved it. I was obsessed with it. And I made my dad throw it. No idea why.
Would you
But
make-
like
would you-
every
You
single
make your
night.
dad throw it.
It was this little tiny pig. And I'd make my dad throw it, and every single night he would do it. And I got such a kick out of it. I don't know how he had the patience for it. But he'd go fly piggy, and he'd throw it across the room or like throw it into the air. And then I'd get like I was like a dog, like playing fetch with a stuffed pig.
Do it.
And I loved it so much. It was my favorite thing to do. I still have it somewhere. Don't know where.
Yes.
Joe, about you?
I don't know if I did anything like annoying when I was I don't remember doing anything that, like my parents found specifically annoying when I was younger.
Oh, you're only child, right?
Yeah, I'm an only child.
Yeah. So you really don't have to. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have siblings, especially the youngest one, oh man, when you're the youngest kid, you'll find ways to annoy the mess out of your siblings.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you annoy your friends?
I hope not.
Well, are they still friends with you to this day?
Some of them.
So you didn't annoy some of them. Hey, big dogs. Hey. Anyway, I think we gotta do something to keep the lights on because I'm going crazy. So let's go play some things, right? Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's shall, right? All right,
Play some
Let's do
things.
this.
we'll be right back.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
And like Kenny said, this is 90.3 WMSC FM, respectfully. And we still have that breaking news that I wanted to share earlier, but you people said no because
Hey, I'm sorry. I was getting words from the big man saying save it for now.
The big boss, yes, the big boss. So boom, right? It's mind-opening. It's mind-boggling. It's absolutely crazy. I don't, there's not enough words to say what it is, but it's this. One, Captain Marvel herself is going to be a part of Fast and Furious. Yes, that's right. Brie Larson is going to be a part of the most iconic piece of cinematic history. Not Lord of the Rings, not Star Wars, not any more Marvel movies. Actually, she might be.
Shrek.
She will definitely be a part of more Marvel movies. Let's get real.
That's about the point. The Marvel's coming. The Marvel. Yeah, not Shrek. Not no story we're gonna talk about next. But she isn't not one, the only franchise. Not Twilight, not Harry Potter, but Fast and Furious 10. That's correct. The 10th and final. They say it's the 10th.
They say it's the final.
They say it's the final one.
Then again, didn't they say like 4 was the final one?
Yeah, but then again, it's Fast and Furious.
Exactly.
Anything's possible. So they're going to rev it up one last time, and you're going to see Captain Marvel and Dwayne in the same movie. That's crazy.
Yes.
10 movies.
Listen,
Fast and the Furious is mid. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, but whoa.
I haven't seen any of them.
Here's the thing. Fast and Furious is just like what they think, the concept they think up of, they're just like my mind 24/7. Just out of the ordinary. But soundtracks are fire though, respectfully.
I think so. Yeah, I've heard like the commercials and stuff.
But you know what Fast and Furious is about?
What?
Family.
Do you know what else it's about?
Speed.
I was gonna say going fast.
Oh, it's the same thing. Speed.
Being furious.
Well, that's
in the Fast and the Furious. You gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go very fast.
Fasting.
This is the bit's old now, right?
Yeah, it was old 26.
Hey, listen, it was fast. It got old real fast. But speaking of fast,
yes,
we got this guy that Joe's not dressed up as.
Thank you. And Isaiah, words were exchanged. You know what you did. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 sprinted to 71 million in its domestic box office debut. The fast blue hedgehog, not dog, took the #1 spot from the whack blood sucking movie known as Mobius, and Michael
Morbius is mid.
Morbius
was mid.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's a Marvel movie.
I know what it is. Well, back to the point. It took the #1 spot from Morbius and Michael Bay's Transformerless action adventure Ambulance, which debuted in 4th place with a disappointing $8.7 million.
Really?
Ticket sales for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 set a new high for video game adaptations, supplementing the original weekend record established by the predecessor, Sonic the Hedgehog. The first movie collected 58 million in its first 3 days of release and ended the President's Day holiday weekend with a mighty 70 million. Recently, director Jeff Fowler spoke about how he'd be all in to direct a film adaptation of Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. That would be fire. The insanely popular fighting game franchise has brought characters from a multitude of video game franchises since 1999. Sonic himself joined the roster in 2008's Smash Bros. Brawl. When asked about possibly directing the iconic fight franchise, Fowler said, quote, "Nothing would make me happier than to just throw all the characters into a battle royale. Getting Mario and Sonic in the ring, I mean, everyone would kind of be dying for that, right? That's just classic," end quote. Of course, the big thing holding a Smash Bros. Adaptation from seeing the light of day is a licensing issue. Beyond Nintendo and Sega, the franchise has drawn characters from Square Enix, Bandai, Capcom, and so many others. Is there something that we want to see?
I think a Super Smash Bros. Adaptation could potentially work.
No, time.
No, what, Ali, what were you saying? I didn't hear you real quick.
No, I was saying that I think a Super Smash Bros. Adaptation could, I think with the right stuff, with the right writers and everything that goes into movies, I think it could work. And I think it could be very interesting if it's executed correctly.
What?
That's how I feel.
What?
Is this like an excited what or a
No.
confused what?
A confused what?
Okay, Cam.
How is this a confused?
How
one?
in the world do you? First of all, who won that fight anyway? Who won that fight anyway?
It would literally be just like all the Avengers coming together.
No.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Now that you say that, you could, what you could do is you could go like more of the story mode that Smash Bros has, and try and go that in aspect. Okay, that aspect. So everyone, everyone comes together to fight the final boss.
Okay, that's okay. But that.
I heard that the Sonic movie was actually pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I know a few people that have seen it, and they said that it was way better than they were expecting it to.
Like they were saying how it was better than the first one, especially.
Yes, and thank goodness they fixed the graphics. Isaiah, you want to pull up that picture from before again?
No, but I'm saying though, like
The cursed.
Oh no.
The cursed picture.
no,
Pre-release
exactly.
animation.
The pre-release animation
So, like, this
that we don't talk
like,
about.
That one that just
Yep, that right there. That right there. Oof.
I couldn't tell what it was.
Don't zoom in on it, please.
That's
Please.
That sounds the dog right there.
Yeah, that really does look like a dog.
Yes.
That sounds the dog. No, but I'm saying like
It's a dog with very straight teeth.
Yeah, the
Very
human.
The
human.
teeth make me so uncomfortable.
Please.
Oh no.
Isaiah, please do us all a favor and pull up the actual animation that they now have for it. Please, please cleanse our minds from this. Please.
It looks
There
so
we
dull in
go.
that one,
There we
too.
go. There we go. There we go.
That's what he looks like
Is
in the
that-
movie.
is that Tails at McDonald's?
Yes, it is. Because it was this. I think this
That looks better.
promotion.
Mhm.
That is what we currently
I
have.
like the
And
sunlight.
thank
I like the nuggets around them.
everything. I think this is for like the McDonald's toys that they're doing right now. But thank, because obviously they're going to do McDonald's toys.
I know, but like here's the thing. I've not had McDonald's. I've not had a Happy Meal in like
Oh wow.
15 years. I think.
Just go
And
get
long
the
story
fucking
short,
Happy Meal.
we are so happy that they changed the animation style.
Yeah, because that first one looks. The less of the better. It's kind of.
Like it just looked
Yeah.
like a really rough first draft that like
That is the
somehow
first
got
draft
too
that
far.
that is the
Listen.
first draft that you like put like one word on it and just said,
That is Sonic 2006 right there.
that is Sonic 2000.
That's Sonic .exe. A nightmare fuel right there.
Yes.
This one is tolerable. This was like you're play Sonic Riders
Sonic Riders, no, I am not.
or
Nope.
I forget which one. It was a racing sim where they're on hoverboards.
No.
What is that? What is that?
What is that?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No,
that
thank
one.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that game was
Oh,
fun.
I've seen this game actually.
That game was fun.
Yes.
That game was Sonic Riders was lit.
It looks like Mario Kart.
Sonic style.
Every
It kinda
franchise like, has
is.
their own. Like,
There's also Sonic. There's also
driving game, I think.
there's also Sonic Heroes. That game was lit.
I
So
was
is that
thinking
the same
Sonic.
Sonic?
Hero.
I feel like Sonic had its own TV show. Probably
It did.
Oh,
I
it
know
does.
that.
It has
did.
multiple.
Mhm.
It has
Oh,
multiple.
so I
That
was
game
not
was my
happy.
all-time favorite game. What is that?
I liked
Why?
Mario and
Why?
Sonic at the
Why?
Olympic Games. That was my thing.
Yes. Funny enough that we're talking about the Sonic games, I forget which one, but God, what was it? It'll come back
Like
to
a
me
game
later.
or a movie.
It was a game. It'll come back to me later.
Well,
All coming back.
you know one
to
might not come back to you later.
What?
Burger King.
Really?
Bum, bum,
So
bum.
supposedly Burger King is going to get canceled. The Whopper is a lie. We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, and flat out deceived by the king himself.
Okay.
4 Burger King customers are suing the chain for its marketing, claiming that the company makes the burger look about 35% bigger than its advertising than it is reality. The plaintiffs in the lawsuits are seeking monetary damages for anyone who was deceived by Burger King's advertising, although the filing does not name any monetary target. The lawsuit alleges deceptive trade practices while filing a claim that Burger King started to, quote, materially overstate the size of its burger in ads beginning in 2017. While the marketing images of the Whopper may have grown bigger, the recipe for the amount of beef or ingredients contained in the Burger King's Whopper have never changed, the lawsuit claims. The class action lawsuit alleges that Burger King's size inflation does not stop at the Whopper, noting that ads are also overstate the size of menu items like the Impossible Burger, the Big King, and the Bacon Double Cheeseburger, among other items. It is also asked that Burger King either stop selling the overstated menu items or change its advertisements. The following points on to YouTube and social media comments about Burger King's food items, with some food bloggers complaining about the differences between size and the advertising copy and the reality of the food. To be sure, the food industry is knowingly loving for its portrayal of their advertisement products, making food look juicier in commercials than it might be on the plate. In other words, these people are foolish and they're only going to get refunded the amount they pay for their meal, respectfully.
Yep.
Like,
listen, if you think that you're gonna get like exactly what you see in the commercials that are like edited and stuff
So
like
many
that,
companies do it though. It's not only Burger King. I feel like every single chain restaurant that has advertisements everywhere
look at that.
over glorify their
yeah,
products
that's
like-
to make it
like-
I'm not gonna lie.
appealing.
You know what? I'm going to talk. The rest of the show, I'm going to talk to Mickey Mouse. You guys go with that?
No.
I don't care. Oh,
How a bummer.
shut up, dude.
It's very interesting to see how people make advertisements though, because
Oh, yeah.
I
No,
saw
word.
some video that showed the different methods of what they do instead of using the actual food, like cereal commercials. They use glue. So it's not with everything, you're not getting the actual product in an advertisement. You're getting a glorified version of it. So why is one company being targeted
Well,
when all
apparently-
companies do it?
Well, because here's why. Burger King is very mid.
Well, yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, it is.
but it's not Burger mid. But at the same time, I would still go drive down 46 and get Burger King because why?
I'm just trying to
Secondly-
figure out how bad was this person's food that they took the time to like, okay,
Second-
this is 35% less
You're
of
like,
what I got.
you measure this out? Like, are you that bored?
I need that
secondly-
kind of
I
math.
mean,
No,
going to be
secondly,
crazy. You
Go
know?
back. I said, go back to that. Go back to right now. Secondly,
to the mascot.
yeah, look at Jack Harlow. Look at Jack Harlow right there.
He has a name.
No, he looks like Jack Harlow. I saw that on Twitter. I was like, that's crazy. Man, look at Jack Harlow running around. Like, look at Jack Harlow rocking. If you get Jack Harlow a crown and a robe, boom, he's the Burger King mascot. See, exactly.
Not gonna lie, he kind of creeped me out when I was younger because like of the
Oh, no.
cartoon
Oh,
face
no.
with the
Yeah, the
real hands.
Yeah.
Nah. And here's the GIF of it. And that's terrifying. That is very terrifying. Hit you with the hey. The now you see me, now you don't. Anyway, but yeah, vibes. So, you know what? We're gonna take it from one food place to another, and let's talk about a certain place called Wingstop. Y'all heard Wingstop?
Nope.
What?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I have kind of. There's one in my grandma's town, but like I've never been to it.
I'm assuming it's just like a
Bottle
wing
buffalo wings or
restaurant.
something.
It's a good one too, respectfully.
Yeah,
Nope. You guys like Alabama stories?
I especially like
Alabama's-
Alabama stories.
Alabama.
Alabama is
Alabama.
Alabama.
Well, here's the thing.
That's it.
You guys want more Alabama stories? You got it.
Thank you.
Because at Lady E Chicken and Cafe in Birmingham, Alabama, has an electric grand opening with locals loving the flavor coming out the kitchen. Not only that, but the owner has made history as the first openly transgender Black woman to own a restaurant in Alabama.
As she should.
That's queen stuff right there. I can't say the word. The menu itself ranges from chicken sandwiches to Cajun ranch okra and hot lemon pepper. Ooh, that got me hungry. Hot lemon pepper fried green tomatoes. That's art. But the biggest talking point seems to be the piece de resistance, the 24-karat gold wings.
What?
Yes, you heard that right. According to the menu, one wing itself will run you $19.99 plus tax. The 24, not tax not included, I don't know idea. The 24-karat gold wing combo deal includes 12 wings, fries, and a drink, and that's $99. Plus, the patient who orders the combo gets their photo placed on the Lady Eats Chicken Cafe Gold Club Wall of Fame.
The concept is pretty interesting, though. I personally would not buy them. However, I think there would definitely be people who would, especially people who
Oh
have the
my
money.
goodness!
But they look really good.
It literally
They look interesting, maybe not good.
The piece,
but-
so the piece de resistance.
I wonder if like it tastes different. I'm not sure. Like,
Yo,
I wonder what the
yo.
flavor is.
Listen. If I'm paying $100 for a wing combo, yo, that thing better bless me.
Respectfully.
Like,
I wonder. Like,
oh
how
my
it's not
goodness,
that
nah.
idea
The
to, like,
wings
put
do
both
look
of them
really
together.
good, though.
Like,
They do. They look crispy.
wait. Did I see that right? I don't know if I can say it on air. No, I probably shouldn't, right?
Oh yeah, whatever. If it's coming from you now.
I should. I'm not asserting somebody who hoopers on the Thursday buzz. Hi JT. That's my guy though. Love you, JT, my brother. Brother love right there. But like that right there, like I don't know about you. I'll take a drive to Alabama.
Yeah, that sounds really.
All right, not a drive. Alabama, that's a far drive. But I'll take a flight to Alabama.
Flight.
Yes.
The other food though sounds really, really good. Oh my gosh.
What, the Burger King burger?
No, totally. You got that right.
Totally, yeah.
Like talking about the piece de
Like-
resistance.
No, like the chicken sandwiches and like everything else.
Yeah, it did look good.
I just want to see the pièce de résistance like in real life though. I think it'd be cool to see.
Yes.
Just
Definitely.
sitting in the sunlight.
Yes. Just
I think I would buy one. 20 bucks. I mean,
20 bucks, yo.
I would definitely regret it, but
Yo, if it tastes good, if it costs 20 bucks and it tastes good, I would not be upset. I just feel like I got robbed, but like I would not be upset that I got robbed.
Isaiah, blue cheese is disgusting. It's
Shocking
so
news.
gross.
I think it's okay.
I hate blue cheese.
What about it?
It just, I don't know. I think the taste of it is just icky. I like ranch, but I do not like.
Yeah, I
blue
don't
cheese.
like
Whoa.
ranch that much.
I listen. I don't know about you. I don't like either. Listen, I'm a big barbecue guy.
Barbecue's good.
Barbecue sauce to go to.
My go-to like sauce is like just like hot sauce.
That's
I
valid. No, that's
love
valid.
hot sauce.
That's valid.
No.
What kind of hot sauce?
Like, just whatever's available. I don't know. I don't pay attention. to
Make
the-
that thing hot. You gotta make that thing hot.
I don't even know like how
Yeah,
if I can handle spice. I just eat whatever's
I
there.
love spicy.
Listen, you gotta make that thing hot. And speaking of hot, you know what's hot? Florida's hot.
Very hot.
But Florida might be crazy and all.
Yeah.
Yet this time around, Florida is not that bad.
Really? Not a terrible day in Florida.
No, not terrible. Not a terrible day in Florida.
Nice.
You want to take it? Should I take it?
I'll take it.
All right.
No, why not?
Go ahead.
Governor Ron DeSantis came to FAU in Boca Raton to honor a Florida man. Did he bite a man or beat a man with a chocolate bunny? Perhaps robbed a Chuck E. Cheese? No. It's actually decent Florida man.
Whoa.
Cap.
Surprising. They
I never thought I'd
exist.
see one.
They exist. 102-year-old Ben Frenches from Daly Beach received the Florida Man of Freedom. The governor was at FAU to personally present the medal to Frenches, who is the last living Nuremberg War Trails prosecutor. Frenches told the crowd that the horrors he saw during World War II were indescribable, and he says the Nazis wrote the blackest page in human history. He says the evils he witnessed made a lasting impression on him. His efforts led to the convictions of 22 defendants who were charged with murdering over 1 million people. Quote, "We have got to learn to detest settling your disputes by killing a bunch of people that had nothing to do with it. I'm trying to change the way people think about war. If they don't think about it, their heart will not change. You have to think about it and ask yourself, is this a way for human beings to behave?" End quote, he said. Governor DeSantis also honored 2 other men from our area who are survivors of the Holocaust. Norman Fraseman, 92, of Boynmont Beach and Samuel Ron, 97, of Boca Raton. The governor says Florida has been very strong on Holocaust education, trying to stamp out anti-Semitism, and he intends to continue that effort.
Look at Florida trying to do better. Look at Florida leading the way, trying to do better.
Yes, Florida trying to do better.
Even though Florida is, in other ways,
questionable.
The things that we said the things that we said before.
They're trying to talk about something that happened in American history. Like look at Florida trying to do the job.
Not just American history, world history.
Look at Florida trying to do the good Lord's work.
Yes.
Well, sometimes, but that's something.
But very, very rarely do we get stories like this.
Like Florida's trying to lead the way in educating the greater good about things that occurred. We're proud of you, Florida.
Yes, we're very proud of you.
Like, yeah, maybe our crazy cousins from down south.
Yes,
but they have their moments.
They very rarely they do have their moments.
Look at you being a sweet Southern belle right there.
Nice.
So you know what? Where's it at? Where's it?
Where's it? Where's what?
Where is it at?
Where is it?
You're on the sound effect board. What are you looking for?
I'm on the sound effect board. No, I hit you with this one. That's for you, Florida. That's for you.
That is for you, Florida.
That's for you. Bravo. Hold on. I had that sound effect.
The applause again.
What?
It's also cool.
What you had to say.
Oh no, like how the governor was actually there to like present the medal.
Like, isn't this the same governor who is responsible for the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Never mind.
So for him, like that's like the governor says like what? Let me go confirm this.
What did you confirm in?
To see
if he's the same man.
Oh, okay.
Is he?
Why? I don't see why. No.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. As I says, it is.
So I take that back.
Yep.
I do.
This is a step in the right direction.
I do like how he said that if people don't think about war, that their heart isn't gonna change, and I think that's a very impactful thing, and I think it can be applicable to just about anything. Like if people don't think about a topic that's so prevalent to society today, nothing is really going to be done about it, and nobody's going to really get a stance on it. So I think what he's trying to promote is really positive, because he's trying to get people to think and take action and do things, which I think is very admirable.
Yes,
I get that, especially like in this case, especially with like the importance of like history, and like in this case, like World War II is a very important topic that I'm not I know in New Jersey it's mandatory to teach it. I don't think it's mandatory in every state. So yeah, it's very important that like history is taught and spread, and like how people are made aware of it.
Exactly.
And it's just one thing to spread positive vibes.
Yes.
To allow people to understand the importance of history and not allow history to repeat itself.
Right.
And you can't have things get copied.
Got it.
Speaking of copy, copyright claims. The Santa Ana Police Department is investigating after a video was released from one of the officers blaring copyrighted music in an attempt to stop a YouTuber from recording it from him. Residents of Santa Ana neighborhood were awoken from the sound of police cars, a helicopter, and something else they didn't expect. Randy Newman's "You Got a Friend in Me."
Great song.
Around 11 p.m., neighbors who came out to find the source of the commotion were shocked to see the loud Disney music wasn't coming from any annoying neighbor, but from a police car. The video was apparently recorded by a YouTuber conducting what are called police audits. Auditing is an online practice of recording interactions with law enforcement officers. A man who identified himself as a city council member was seen recording scolding an officer. Neighbor said the man was a Santa Ana councilman, Jonathan Hernandez. Why are you playing this? Disrespectful. Have some respect for my community. Donna Sanchez, another resident in the neighborhood, said she was appreciative what the councilman spoke up. Quote, "I love Jonathan Hernandez sticking up for us. I think it's very disrespectful. You have to wake up pretty early. Sanchez said the person who was recording the video wasn't doing any harm. The officer told Hernandez and other onlookers that the music was played so that the YouTube's video will receive a copyright strike, and the audio would either be muted, and it just went away from me. Nice. Would either be muted or the video will be taken down entirely. The Santa and the police department are investigating that. A claim will determine if the officer will face any discipline.
Of all songs, that's such an interesting one.
Very
Just
much it
imagine
is.
doing your own thing and just hearing "You've Got a Friend in Me" blasting outside of your house.
I wonder how early this was too.
This is at 11 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
So
11 p.m.
No, I would be annoyed.
No. First off, it's 11 p.m. Who's going to sleep at 11 p.m.? Besides people who have jobs and don't reside in Montclair State, especially if you're a member of WSA. But that's not the point.
Yes.
But like, come on, my brother. You couldn't let us get "You Got a Friend in Me."
I'd be annoyed, but I would also think it's a little bit funny. Maybe the next day when I woke up, I'd be like, "Oh, that happened." But in the moment, I think I'd be frustrated, especially if I had a kid or something, and that disturbed
That's different.
my
No, that's
kid.
different.
Oh yeah.
You just put the kid to sleep. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
Or like if I have like a really stressful day, the next day I have like an exam or something,
You know,
and like I'm up
especially when I have to wake up
listening
for
to
Buzz.
this song.
Especially
You
when I have to like wake up
got
for like
a
a morning
friend.
show, like
Doesn't
on
sound
a
like,
radio. Like
have-
I feel like I need sleep before I do that.
yeah. See,
I totally
I'm just
get
like
sleep.
thinking like how the song is very repetitive. I think I would cry if that got played over and over and over again.
why is that? I love that song. Like it's my go-to song. And every time I get a chance to play it, I always tag my best friend in something because like this. We went to Disney together. It's a pretty good song. So it's always a banger.
Rex Orange County has a cover of it.
Are you serious?
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
he sings it with the guy who I can't think of. It's Andy something, right? No.
Not Randy Newman. The other
Oh,
guy.
Randy Newman. That's
Wait,
he-
what?
I believe he's
What?
recorded it with Randy Newman.
That's kind of fire.
Is that like
That's
a
kind of fire.
new like thing that he did or like?
No,
earlier?
it's been around for a few years.
Nah, that's kind of fire.
I like it because I'll be listening. I have a playlist that's dedicated to his songs, and then that song will come on. I'll just think, "You got a
And
friend."
then me. Do. Well, I mean, listen. I think we all could say that song is a banger.
It is
True.
And
Very comforting.
it is very comforting. Me being Mickey Mouse, it's very fitting that we end off the morning buzz with a Disney story. But to everybody out there, you always remember you have a friend in us here at 90.3. You have a friend in us at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. You also have a friend in us here. And as always, it's always a good time to spend time with my Monday crew. With Joe, Cassandra, Allie, I'm Cam, and this has been the morning buzz here on Mondays. So stick around, cash out tomorrow, and we'll see what the Tuesdays crew can do. So see you guys. See you next week.
Hey, you're listening to 90.3